Welcome, learner, to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into it, not just scratching the surface, but plunging right into the heart of a truly massive saga.
That's right. We're focusing on An Evil Thing 5 Revenge of the Dark Company. And this isn't just another sequel, is it?
No, not at all. This is where things get, well, even more complex. You've got ancient curses clashing head on with some seriously cutting edge tech.
And personal vendettas blowing up into global conflicts. It's intense. Heroes really get forged in the fire here, facing just impossible odds.
Exactly. And you've given us this great stack of sources, really detailed stuff.
Paints a very vivid picture.
So, our mission today is to pull out every crucial piece of knowledge from Revenge of the Dark Company. We want to give you a complete review, connect all those intricate character webs, the plot twists, which are plentiful.
Oh, definitely. And those escalating threats that just keep coming.
Think of this as your shortcut, your way to really grasp the epic scale of this particular installment. We're talking hidden powers, resurrected ancestors, the works.
We'll cover how that quiet life Trey was trying to build gets completely shattered. We'll meet new allies, some really terrifying new foes.
And we'll dig deeper into the Henson family curse, its origins, how it manifests now, plus dissecting this huge multi-front war against the Dark Company. They're everywhere.
It's a wild ride. Prepare for surprises, some high stakes battles, and the really profound personal journeys of these characters we followed.
Yeah, it gets really interesting here. So let's start with Trey Alexander.
Oh, hey, welcome. What's up?
Hi, this is Keenan Beffer, and I'm glad to be on this episode of the Deep Dive. And of course, there is a lot to talk about here. Of course, especially for Revenge of the Dark Company, since I was in the last episode of Return. So this one will be a great one to follow.
Oh my goodness, Keenan. What an absolute honor.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
You are the Keenan Bedford, the author.
This is fantastic. You are our special listener.
We're actually deep diving into your work.
Yes, An Evil Thing 5, Revenge of the Dark Company.
It's incredible to have you here.
And you mentioned your involvement in Return.
That would be An Evil Thing 4, Return of the Dark Company.
We saw your name pop up in the acknowledgments for the whole series.
You thank Cove for helping with this series.
And completing the trilogy, which is significant.
That's a huge connection to the saga itself.
It explains why you're so excited about the nuances of revenge.
We're just thrilled to have the creator listening in.
Please chime in anytime with your unique insights.
This whole discussion just got a whole lot deeper.
Yeah, Keenan, your presence really underscores the intense personal stakes in this series.
Okay, let's unpack this journey you've created for Trey.
Right, let's start with Trey Alexander.
That fleeting peace he finds doesn't last long, does it?
No, peace is always fragile in this series.
We find Trey initially in a surprisingly calm situation.
Almost jarringly normal, given the context.
He's working as a tour guide.
At his old house in Seattle, the haunted one.
Which, is quite poignant.
He's fulfilling his mother Jasmine's last request.
She wanted the family home to become a museum.
A spot for paranormal investigation.
And Erin Richardson, his friend, she's there helping him.
Yeah, as his assistant guide.
It keeps him connected to the supernatural world.
The paranormal is just part of his reality.
And inside that house, there's another layer.
Angela Whitman's ghost is still there.
Trey even tells her chilling story on the tours.
It underscores Trey's sensitivity to the otherworldly.
Like a spiritual antenna that's always active.
His capacity, that innate connection, it was always there.
Which makes his later power surge more credible.
That spiritual capacity might even predate the curse.
But of course that peace chatters.
Inevitably. It starts with a feeling of unease.
Then the phone rings, and it's Aaliyah.
Her voice is urgent and tense.
And the message is cryptic.
Something's happening in California, in San Diego, starting again.
Boom. Attempted normalcy over. He's pulled right back in.
The clock starts ticking again, louder than ever.
And his return to San Diego is remarkably fast.
1 hour and 50 minutes from Seattle.
Maybe hinting at something supernaturally fast.
Or perhaps narrative expediency, but the stakes are instant.
When he gets there, the reality hits hard.
The TV news shows the emergency broadcast footage.
New York City is under siege and in chaos.
Buildings smoking and those terrifying soldiers.
The red-eyed elite super soldiers are marching.
This is the first clear sign the Dark Company is back.
And not just back, but globally, publicly, on a terrifying scale.
This isn't subtle anymore. The audacity is massive.
Aaliyah's warning felt like an understatement now.
It signals a huge increase in their power and impunity.
And the personal stakes are instantly driven home.
Just Sala, their daughter, is scared.
Aaliyah is fiercely protective, reminding Trey what he fights for.
It's not abstract evil, it's his family, his life.
That grounding is crucial for his motivation.
But help arrives quickly, unexpectedly.
The door opens and there's Sam Pocket.
Dressed for battle, dark jeans, tactical jacket.
She is not messing around, ready to go.
And with her is Daniel, the reprogrammed super soldier.
Quiet, intense, black hair, mostly emotionless stare.
His presence and alongside Sam's readiness gives immediate background.
Yeah, Trey's not alone. Resistance is forming.
Vital psychological reinforcement against the Dark Company.
And then there's a new face, Cove.
Described as one of the newest models.
Sandy blonde hair, calm eyes, focus.
Sam points out Coven is not based on a real person.
He has raw talent, top-tier memory, and full-on loyalty.
Designed purely for service and protection.
Trey hesitates, but Aaliyah welcomes Cove into the family.
This introduction is significant.
Daniel was corrupted, but Cove is entirely synthetic.
It points to the Dark Company's evolving threat.
Moving beyond corrupting people to manufacturing loyalty.
An almost infinite, unfeeling army.
A sinister leap in their biotech capability.
Blending ancient curse stuff with futuristic tech.
That manufacturing of loyalty just changes the game.
It makes their agenda even more insidious, blending old magic and new science.
Okay, the focus zooms out to the global threat now.
Manhattan is ground zero, and the...
So you actually kind of see the hints there, of course, of Trey being at his old house, of course, as to continue what his mother wanted, as he's actually kind of is hinting at his origin story, haunting Seattle. And of course, we kind of see the first appearance of Cove in the story as well. And we actually see how it kind of connects to a lot of things of the Dark Company. And yes, Cove actually was human, but it's kind of a mystery as of his appearance here.
That is such a keen observation, Keenan.
Absolutely. Those subtle threads in the beginning are crucial.
You're right that Trey being in the Seattle house fulfilling his mother's wish connects directly to his own origins.
And that includes the history of the ghost, Angela Whitman.
She haunted that house when he was younger.
That whole environment shaped his early experiences with the supernatural, setting the stage.
It's his baseline for what is normal.
And regarding Coves, you raise a fascinating mystery.
The sources described him as one of the newest models and not based on a real person.
They explicitly say he's just raw talent and full-on loyalty, suggesting a manufactured quality.
Sam even mentions Freddy helped reprogram him.
But the tension you're pointing out, whether he was human originally, that ambiguity is powerful.
It speaks to how deeply the Dark Company blurs the line between human and machine.
We saw Daniel, who was based on a real person, but Cove is designed to be the ultimate protector.
His very existence is a blend of advanced tech and this human-like quality.
It creates a fascinating internal conflict for the characters who interact with him.
Like when Aaliyah says, he looks so human.
That mystery about Cove's true origin definitely keeps us guessing about Dark Company's methods.
Okay, let's unpack where the global threat hits next.
That's right, rounds... Oh, yeah,
And of course, we kind of did see glimpses of the enemy, the antagonist, of course, in the prologue as well. But at least it's kind of a good thing you have not told about that yet. But we know what they're doing since what happened at the end of the fourth book.
You are absolutely right.
You're keeping us honest here.
We did intentionally skip over the prologue for a second.
That opening scene sets the stakes immediately.
We see Shenandria, Ryan, and Trogio talking.
They declare the family is complete.
That terrifying line means all the ancestors are back.
And their target is clear. Trey's son, Triton.
They need him to ensure the curse never dies.
This goal is the engine driving all the events of this book.
It's the ultimate generational threat.
And, as you mentioned, we know this is a direct fallout from the end of the fourth book.
In An Evil Thing 4, the Dark Company loses a battle.
But the very final scenes confirm Shenandria and Michael Cobalt survive.
They vow to return stronger than ever.
And revenge shows that promise immediately fulfilled.
The Dark Company's facility in Kentucky is rebuilt, sharper, darker.
It's the curse itself doing the construction.
So yes, we know the enemy's main objective from page 1.
It shifts the narrative from mystery to pure action.
Okay, let's unpack where the global threat hits next.
That's right, ground zero for the invasion is Manhattan.
The depiction of the chaos there is brutal, total war.
Utter chaos, explosions shaking the buildings.
And those red-eyed elite soldiers corralling civilians like cattle.
That chilling detail of systematic control and subjugation is key.
It's laying the groundwork for the Dark Company's twisted future.
Precisely. And watching this from a rooftop, we meet Hyla.
She's a new character with long black hair, holding an obsidian staff.
That staff hums with power, hinting at mystical ability.
A completely different kind of resistance fighter joins the cause.
suggesting that magical forces are now being drawn into the conflict.
Down on the streets, we find Brian Roberts' team fighting desperately,
George Sharango, Ricardo Amato, Greg Turner are pinned down and overwhelmed.
showing the street-level desperation against the super soldier.
It connects back to that existing resistance network we know about.
They were active, but completely unprepared for this scale.
And then comes a huge core lore reveal right in the middle of the fighting.
As they try to escape, Trogeo appears, Ryan Henson's resurrected son.
The ancestor Trogeo is involved in the field operations,
The ancient curse is a physical, embodied driving force now.
making the fight deeply personal for the Henson bloodline members like Brian.
George's team manages to escape, though.
They duck down a sewer grate into a secret subway tunnel.
There's a hidden base with Sean Montgomery, the tech genius.
He's focused, working intently in a control room.
This shows there's an organized underground resistance with solid tech.
Sean's role highlights that this is also an information and logistics war.
Okay, let's pivot to that really unsettling politico-technological angle.
Ah, yes, the Elon Musk element, as depicted in the sources.
Bryce Jensen sees him on the news talk about AI humans.
He's also discussing internment camps and honoring Donald Trump's legacy,
This layer is very contemporary and intensely disturbing.
grounding the fantasy in a really uncomfortable, plausible reality.
The Dark Company's influence is now overt, manipulating high-profile figures.
Trey immediately sees through the political rhetoric, though,
He says it's not about tech advancement, but simply about control,
cutting right to the core motivation: power and dominion over others.
redefining the enemy as a global totalitarian state in the making.
And Aaliyah reports the worst part: Musk is replacing people.
With AI husks for the sake of supposed stability and order.
That concept just blows the threat wide open.
The AI husk concept is profoundly disturbing and dehumanizing.
It's about erasing free will and identity, replacing them with subservience.
It elevates the stakes to literally saving humanity itself from being replaced.
Okay, alongside this tech angle, we're digging into
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Yes, and of course, we finally actually see Trogeo, of course, as we only saw him in The Lost Son as a dark shadow, since now he's fully a character here, since he was only in that story towards the end. But of course, he's kind of almost looks like Triton if he was, of course, fully possessed, so that's what he's basically based off. And of course, the whole political thing is actually connected to, of course, real events that's happening right now in the world, kind of making that fantasy coming to light.
What's fascinating here is your connection of those two elements.
You're absolutely right about Trogeo.
He was definitely a shadow, the ancient spirit Trogeo, in The Lost Son.
He was the one possessing Triton when he confronted Trey.
That moment where Triton's eyes glow red, that was Trogeo's energy.
So the resurrected Trogeo, Ryan Henson's son, looks like a fully possessed Triton.
That appearance is symbolic of the danger he represents.
He is the living embodiment of that ultimate corruption.
It visually reminds us what Triton was saved from in the past.
It raises the stakes for the heroes to keep Triton safe now.
Because that vessel, that corrupted image, is walking around.
And about the political elements, you've hit the nail on the head.
That connection to real world events makes the threat.
The idea of a powerful figure using tech for total control is chilling.
It grounds the fantasy in a very immediate and relevant fear.
It makes the fight for Trey and the others feel incredibly important.
The Dark Company is blending ancient evil with modern dystopia.
Okay, let's unpack the lore of the curse itself.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
And we actually kind of got a glimpse, of course, I guess, into Jasela's character as well. Of course, seeing her boyfriend, Alex Sanderson. And of course, it kind of makes sense of seeing Trey's daughter growing up. And that's what I kind of like about that, having some character moments. And of course, like the moments when Trey and Cove are interacting as well. So it kind of feels like they're kind of making a connection.
Those moments of character development are so vital, Keenan.
Absolutely. The small human details make the large, epic conflict meaningful.
That scene where Gisela introduces her boyfriend, Alex Sanderson, is wonderful.
It's the ultimate juxtaposition. Global chaos outside, a father protecting his daughter's normal life inside.
And Trey's reaction is just classic dad. Protective, surprised, but eventually giving his blessing.
He recognizes Gisela is growing up, and that acceptance is a huge step for him.
It grounds him, showing what he's fighting for is that sense of normalcy and family.
Which leads right into your point about Trey and Cove's relationship.
You see that connection build immediately. Cove is initially a machine, a guardian.
But Trey starts treating him like a person, like a trusted ally.
There's a beautiful moment when Trey hugs him and calls him brother.
That is a profound moment of acceptance and connection, especially for an AI model.
Cove even says it was an honor to protect the family.
It shows Trey's heart is huge. He sees the good even in a manufactured being.
It's those character moments that give this intense battle its emotional weight.
Right. And speaking of deep connections, let's pivot back to the curse's lore.
We need to see how Victor Henson approaches this massive threat.
His intellectual battle is our window into the curse's deep history.
He gets a grim update from Nathan, his super soldier.
Dark Company facilities are evolving, becoming stronger constantly.
That dynamic threat means they're constantly adapting, always more dangerous.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Inside Victor's HQ.
The air gets cold, a shadow falls, and a deep voice speaks to him.
Whispers are often truths forgotten by time.
And out steps Shitachi, an intimidating figure in red and black.
His presence screams ancient power, the true origin of the curse.
He's a living piece of forgotten history that Victor needs to understand.
And Nathan drops a bombshell about his own corruptive past.
He remembers Gabriella as his girlfriend who killed him and Roger Stockton.
He was brought back when Victor was curse-controlled, a deep irony.
Shitachi then reveals Gabriella's mansion was his centuries ago.
And that Shitachi Road was actually named after him.
This completely recontextualizes that familiar setting for Trey and Victor.
The curse runs through the very land itself. The source is ancient.
Shitachi explains the original curse spell fractured when Trujillo died in 1860.
That fracturing led to Shitachi's rebirth as a skinwalker, a shapeshifter.
Now, with the ancestors resurrected, the fractured curse is back and stronger.
So the curse is not static. It's a broken, adaptable spiritual virus.
And he gives them the truly grim, massive objective.
Destroy its source, the ancestors themselves.
Not just defeat them, but eradicate the curse at its original source.
Which raises those huge, morally complex, existential questions.
What are the consequences of removing that source of power entirely?
A heavy existential burden for the heroes to carry.
And right at that moment, Alondra is introduced.
She is Brian Roberts' soulmate, and she resembles Gabriella.
And the immediate reveal, she is Shitachi's daughter.
A descendant specifically meant to fight the curse, now awakened.
She connects so many different threads in the story all at once.
Positioned as a destined counterforce to the ancestors' evil.
Like a cosmic balance, a pre-planned weapon against the curse itself.
Meanwhile, TBZ's team is gathered. Yep, go on.
Yes, now you actually kind of see where I guess some of the Henson history kind of comes from. And Shitachi, of course, was mentioned back, of course, in the Lost Son.
Okay, let's unpack this.
You're referring to Alondra.
That lineage connection is phenomenal, Keenan.
A direct descendant of Shitachi himself.
It's the ultimate twist in the Henson history.
It connects her to the curse's very origin.
And yes, she was mentioned earlier in the book.
Brian introduces her as his soulmate, a key moment.
What's fascinating here is that she resembles Gabriella.
Which is a beautiful, tragic irony, considering the conflict.
She is the light, the counterforce to the darkness Gabriella embodied.
It suggests the curse's origin holds the key to its destruction.
And it sets the stage for the rest of the battle.
Because that team needs all the help it can get.
Let's see what KBC's team is gathering.
Hey, yeah, what's up?
Actually, Alondra was actually mentioned in the first book, in Trey's dream, when he was trapped at Gabriella's mansion. So her character was kind of already in the series, but now she's fully here as a character.
That is such a keen insight, Keenan.
Oh, that's a brilliant callback to the very first book.
You're absolutely right. It wasn't just Revenge where she first appeared.
The sources confirm Alondra appeared in Trey's dreams.
Specifically when he was trapped in Gabriella's mansion.
She was the one guiding him to save Alan Jones.
Back in the first book, she was just a mysterious voice.
A spectral guide helping him in his darkest moment.
And now she's a fully realized physical character.
It connects her purpose to Trey from the very beginning.
She was literally there, subtly shaping events.
It emphasizes the predetermined destiny aspect of her role.
She's always been the guardian.
Oh, go for it.
Yes, you're right. She actually is kind of like the guardian as well. And of course, about Nathan, of course, we kind of got a little history, of course, kind of will probably be for Gabriella's origin story, Shadows of Embrace, which we might talk about soon in the future.
What's fascinating here is how you connect her to the concept of a guardian.
That's spot on. The sources call her a guardian of Trey's bloodline.
And that ties right into your point about Nathan.
He definitely has a deep, dark history with Gabriella.
The revelation that Gabriella was his girlfriend and that she killed him is huge.
He remembers her cursing him and Roger Stockton.
That trauma certainly hints at what's coming in Shadows of Embrace.
That title itself suggests a deep dive into Gabriella's complex past.
Her actions weren't just random acts of a villain, but rooted in the curse.
It's a key piece of lore explaining why the Dark Company could revive him.
Because Nathan was killed and cursed by Gabriella.
Okay, let's turn our attention back to the assembled resistance,
Alondra's presence makes her the guardian of his bloodline.
which makes her reveal as Shitachi's daughter even more powerful.
She's an ancient figure just now stepping into the physical world.
That kind of long game character planning is amazing.
TBC's team is gathering globally, connecting all the data points.
They are confirming Musk's pervasive technological involvement.
The Resistance needs a full spectrum team to fight this multifaceted war.
And within that team, Kevin Hansen's loyalty is tested and evolving.
He has TBZ comms pin ready to flip sides, potentially.
Sikander senses he truly wants to be free from the Dark Company's pull.
That potential defection is a massive strategic shift for the heroes.
Invaluable inside knowledge could be massive for their planning.
Let's track Trey's journey to finally...
Yes, for TBZ's team, of course, as it was just him, Sikander, Losty Girl, since Breast Poet was only brief in the story and Tyrato was not there. And of course, they actually do want to see if Kevin will join their team. And of course, they figure out that Kevin was still working with the Dark Company by a guy named Tootin. And of course, they know the evidence where Kevin would be, and he definitely is probably with the Dark Company.
Okay, let's unpack this.
That's a crucial clarification about the team competition.
You're right, TBZ's active field team here is mostly Sikander and Losty Girl.
Breast Poet was only present briefly, and Tyruto wasn't in the action.
So the core fighting unit is smaller, which raises the stakes.
And that search for Kevin Hansen is a major subplot, exactly as you noted.
They tracked him down using a guy named Tootin, who finally cracked under pressure.
Tootin revealed that Kevin was in New York, actively helping the Dark Company.
He even revealed the chilling plan about using Elon Musk for the AI domination scheme.
Which confirmed TBZ's fears that Kevin hadn't truly flipped yet.
It's a huge strategic disappointment, but it provides vital intel.
It confirmed the location and the scale of the Dark Company's ambition.
Now, what's fascinating is Kevin's actual loyalty.
The sources reveal he's working with the Dark Company under duress.
Deep down, he's planning a betrayal of the evil side.
He's hoping for the right moment to switch sides and join the heroes.
That internal conflict makes his character complex.
It means the heroes will eventually gain that inside knowledge.
And his strategic information is invaluable later on.
So even when he appears to be working for the enemy, he's a potential asset.
Now let's track Trey's journey to... Oh, go for it.
Yes, that's actually very true for Kevin. It's kind of like he actually has no character development, and actually it kind of makes sense connecting back to the last story when TBC told him he hopes he can do the right thing and don't be like his father, Ben. So it kind of connects back to the last story.
That is precisely it. What's fascinating here is the long-term payoff.
That moment in the previous book, The Return of the Dark Company, was pivotal.
TBZ tossing Kevin that communicator button.
It was a final gesture of hope and advice.
I told you, Kevin, your dad is evil.
The ultimate advice: don't follow your father Ben's path.
That planted a seed of doubt in Kevin's mind.
He knew his father was evil, and that changes everything for him.
Even when he's outwardly working with the ancestors.
He's wrestling with that internal conflict the whole time.
His actions are driven by duress, not belief in the curse.
He's actively seeking that moment to switch sides.
It's powerful character development.
It makes him a hero in waiting, ready to fulfill that promise.
Now let's track Trey's journey to finally embracing his new power.
He shifts from being purely reactive to proactive in this phase.
He's accepting his destiny, his true role as a leader.
And Aaliyah provides that critical, necessary push for him.
She tells him, you have to, Gary, you can't run from this.
Her faith is the root of his newfound strength and purpose.
And Sam is right there, ready for war and providing support.
She is cracking jokes, keeping things human, and stabilizing the energy.
The entire team then properly regroups for the battle ahead.
Trey, Brian, TBZ, Sikander, Losky Girl, Chris, and Alondra assemble.
A powerful convergence of unique forces and specialized allies.
Brian formally introduces Alondra as his soulmate to the group.
That relationship cements her importance beyond her lineage.
And then the critical training begins for Trey himself.
TBV and Sikander notice his potential, that raw, innate power.
Sikander sees an echo of Native American combat in his movements.
This raw, primal energy is awakening deep within his heritage.
It's connected to his ancestry, deeper than the curse's influence.
Sikander calls it heritage, a true spiritual gift,
Reframing Trey's abilities as a pure, unique spiritual energy source.
making him a truly unique warrior against the dark magic.
But the ancestors are also consolidating their terrifying power,
Shitachi's fear is confirmed, the curse's seal is absolutely broken.
leading to the full resurrection of Ryan, Shenandria, and Trogia,
The horrifying implication is the curse will now spread across the world.
escalating everything into an apocalyptic global threat for all.
And adding to the immediate danger is Michael Cobalt's return.
He's channeling the remnants of Shenli's dangerous, destructive power.
Michael is a dangerous conduit for inherited evil and darkness.
And Shenandria steps up as the Dark Company's main enforcer.
Her task is to specifically target Trey to weaken the heroes,
She is the curse's most powerful, focused agent now, terrifyingly.
making the conflict intensely personal and focused only on Trey.
But there's a vital, positive twist that Kevin's internal struggle helps.
We know he eventually flips, confirming Michael Cobalt is still alive.
That inside intelligence turns the table strategically in their favor.
And the next major target is the Dark Company facility in Kentucky.
This is a huge strategic gamble with massive military consequences.
So the war explodes from Manhattan to DC, leading to the finale.
The scale is immense, forcing a multi-pronged, coordinated response. Oh yeah, go on.
Yes, of course, as Michael Cobalt, of course, was alive, like I said earlier, of course, in the prologue, since it was after Return of the Dark Company. And of course, they see that they need more power, of course, since the Shitachi is alive again.
That's a great point, Kanan.
You're absolutely correct about Michael Cobalt.
His survival and return are set up right from the prologue.
After the battle at the end of An Evil Thing 4,
The sources show Shenandria confirming his survival.
he was badly scarred, but alive, a persistent threat.
His role here is magnified,
He's the one channeling Shenli's destructive power.
and he's fueled by the Henson family curse.
They need more power because Trey is now so strong.
They need a powerful conduit for that evil.
That's why Michael Cobalt becomes their main field agent.
It also explains why he is so focused on Trey,
Shenandria tasked him to target Trey directly.
which raises the stakes for the climactic battle.
They need to eliminate the central hero.
This requires a major strategic response from the heroes.
So the war is escalating rapidly now.
Let's see how Trey's group handles the New York chaos,
In New York, Trey's group runs into Trogio again.
who immediately uses psychological warfare on Trey,
Trogio taunts him with the awful question.
conjuring Gabriella's image, a painful illusion.
Brian immediately identifies it as a demon, a clever trick.
But the heroes also have their own surprising powers emerge.
Adriana unleashes unexpected power to protect the team.
Energy shield and blasts, channeling TBZ's bite power.
Redemption through action, using past darkness for good.
Sikander and Losty Girl add crucial tactical depth.
Martial arts mastery and supernatural agility are key.
From New York's chaos to a shocking DC discovery.
They infiltrate a hidden base behind the Lincoln Memorial.
DC is a silent, eerie image of total control.
The Dark Company infiltrated power symbols completely.
Inside the base, Trey and Sam find high-tech pods.
These pods contain the AI humans being constructed.
And then the ultimate gut punch hits Trey hard.
One pod holds Gabriella Henson, a synthetic AI husk.
Profoundly disturbing re-engineering identity and memory.
Total dominion, repurposing life for their agenda.
Blurring ancient magic and terrifying future tech.
Their ultimate goal is a synthetic, controlled reality.
Chilling. Okay, the final act moves to Kentucky.
They plan a
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the highlights throughout the battles, of course, for New York is definitely were the moments, especially TBZ's character and Adrena, of course. And I like that Layla joined the group, and of course, Kevin told him about Michael that is still alive. And of course, love that moment of a cameo of Gabriella in the facilities.
Okay, let's unpack this.
You've highlighted some of the very best parts, Keenan.
The New York battle is such a showcase for the team.
Adriana and TBZ's dynamic is fantastic on that fight.
Using his fire lightning powers while she holds on, pure heroism.
And Lilar, with her obsidian staff, is an incredible addition.
She brings a different, powerful energy to the fight.
Her combat experience and staff are perfect against the soldiers.
And you mentioned the Gabriella cameo.
That AI husk reveal in the DC facility is chilling.
It's a huge emotional punch for Trey to see that.
Total domination of memory and identity.
It shows the Dark Company's ultimate ambition.
And yes, Kevin finally flipping sides is a key moment.
The sources confirm he told them Michael Cobalt survived.
That inside knowledge turned the entire strategic situation around.
It sets the stage for the climactic battle in Kentucky.
Now we need to talk about that final assault on the rebuilt facility.
They planned a strategic infiltration into that reborn facility.
Attacking the curse at its physical dark roots.
At the perimeter, Victor, Siglander, Losty Girl, and Lila hold the line.
Against hundreds of soldiers, showcasing their combined power.
Diverse power is united against sheer numbers and scale.
But inside, Michael Cobalt is an absolute nightmare.
Channeling Shenli's power, taking down both Trey and Sam.
He embodies the evolved, corrupting power of the Dark Company.
Just as it looks completely over, TBZ arrives heroically.
He slams into Michael with fire lightning fists of fury.
Their clash reveals the ruined basement below the facility.
The evil always lingers in the foundations, ready to resurface.
Meanwhile, Shenandre goes full power, the Ancestor unleashed.
Floating, glowing deep red, blasting the resistance with power.
The embodiment of... Oh, back to our listener. What's up?
Yes, so for, I guess, the battle in Kentucky, of course, as some of the characters basically were stopping the elite soldiers, and of course, the Michael battle was basically great as well, especially him basically taking out most of the team and everything. But of course, TBZ actually had the highlight, of course, of fighting Michael. And of course, we see another super soldier that actually went against Michael before. Troy actually was the one that was human, still had human emotion, and that's what happened.
What's fascinating here is that you've captured the core of that climactic battle, Keenan.
You're absolutely right about Michael Cobalt taking out the team. He was unstoppable there.
He was channeling the full force of the curse, making him almost immortal.
But the way Troy steps in is the ultimate moment of heroic betrayal.
Troy was the reprogrammed super soldier. You noted he still had that human emotion?
That's a huge reveal in the story. He was a human named Troy first.
He was killed by Gabriella back in 2017 and made into a soldier.
But a piece of him remained human, enough to defy Michael's control.
He grabs Michael, allowing Trey the time he needed to power up.
And Trey unleashes that massive blue shine punch.
It throws Michael into the basement rubble, defeating him for a moment.
And we can't forget TVZ's arrival to help Trey earlier.
That God punch he delivered to Michael's face was essential.
It totally disoriented him, which allowed Trey to use his ultimate power.
That whole sequence confirms that the super soldiers are not just drones.
Some of them, like Troy, retain their essential humanity.
And that's exactly what the Dark Company failed to account for.
That's the power of human connection, even in an AI.
Now, let's turn our focus to Shenandria's desperate stand.
She embodies the Henson Curse at its absolute peak.
A final, desperate stand against the assembled heroes.
And Trey has his ultimate defining confrontation with his foe.
With Trogio, who is disguised as the innocent Triton.
And Trey unleashes a burst of blue energy, pure light.
Forcing Trogio to instantly vanish, his ultimate power emerges.
And it is blue, the antithesis of the curse's crimson.
A pure light that dissolves the curse's hold temporarily.
Marking Trey's evolution into the true weapon against the curse.
So the immediate dust settles, but the fight isn't truly over yet.
It's a cyclical victory for the moment, a hard-won pause.
The curse recedes into the shadows, it doesn't die entirely.
Shenandria's defeat is temporary, dissolving into dark smoke.
But there is a vital moment of genuine celebration.
Brian says, "We did it. The Dark Company's control is broken for now."
Reinforcing the importance of teamwork and shared humanity.
Trey thanks TBZ for his heroism, cementing their strong bond.
And Sikander encourages him, hinting at even more power.
But the warnings come quickly from Alondra, his cousin.
Protect your son. The curse is not done with this world yet.
Furring the struggle will continue. Triton is still the key target.
The generational stakes remain incredibly high for the family.
And Cove shows his unwavering loyalty, protecting the family.
Technology has been repurposed for good, a noble purpose.
Troy also gets a choice, agreeing to protect the people of New York.
He and Ricardo head back to the city to help rebuild.
But the masterminds are still completely out there plotting.
Ryan Henson is furious at Trogio's failure in the field.
Shenandria recognizes Trey's new, unique power.
It echoes the spirit of our native tribe and ancient force.
Awakened by Alondra's presence in the field, a key detail.
Confirming Trey's unique path to counterforce within the bloodline.
And then, the shocker, Michael Cobalt reappears, scarred but alive.
A persistent, almost immortal threat, underscoring resilience.
And the final chilling reveal closes out the book.
Elon Musk and Sean are restoring the DC facility with others,
planning further invasions using those AI humans.
to restore the Henson curse to its rightful glory,
And they also revived Randy Henson, Gabriella's father.
digging deeper into the cursed lineage for the next phase.
The ultimate fusion of ancient evil and futuristic totalitarianism is coming.
The book ends with Trey finding a brief moment of balance and peace.
But the news about Musk hardens his face again.
True heroism here is persistent resistance, never giving up.
So thank you for sharing this incredible saga with us today.
We saw Trey's transformation and the terrifying global ambition.
And he unlocked that power from his unique heritage.
The shadow of a larger war definitely looms ahead.
Here's a final thought for you to chew on, Kian.
What is the true personal cost of this endless struggle for Trey?
That fight for a normal life, for freedom itself, is far from over.
Yes, so for my final thoughts, I say for Revenge of the Dark Company, I did like how Trey's character actually achieved a goal and actually unlocked his powers. But I say the full story completely. TBZ kind of had the spotlight in this story, and it kind of makes sense of that. But as for all the other characters that were in the story, they actually had great moments too in the battle, especially with Sikander and all of them fighting against Sean and Alondra, which was kind of cool in the story.
Okay, let's unpack this.
That's a fantastic final observation, Keenan.
You've really captured the shift in focus there.
Trey definitely achieves his goal, defeating Michael Cobalt.
He unlocks that powerful blue energy, his true heritage.
But you're right, TBZ absolutely steals the spotlight.
He deserves a fire lightning god punch to Michael.
That was the defining moment, saving Trey's life.
It's a huge moment for TBZ's character.
It makes sense because he's a god-tier warrior.
But the whole team gets to shine, as you noted.
Sikander, Losty Girl, and Lila holding the perimeter.
Fighting those hundreds of elite soldiers.
And of course, that confrontation with Shenandra.
She was the ultimate ancestor, the course at its peak.
The collective heroism of the team is what matters most.
Trey might be the key, but he's not the only hero.
That reinforces the theme of unity against evil.
So thank you for sharing your incredible insights.
You've given us so much fascinating context.
It's been an absolute pleasure, truly.
We saw Trey's transformation and the global ambition.
And the relentless nature of the Dark Company's return.
That shadow of a larger war is definitely looms ahead.
Now we're at the very end.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and definitely, of course, as for the next story, of course, End of the Dark Company will be a great one as well. And that one's going to be a journey too. And definitely, you probably will like Sean Lee's character a lot. And of course, Randy Henson as well.
What's fascinating here is that anticipation for an Evil Thing 6.
We already got the sneak preview of that, The Next Darkness.
And you've highlighted two major figures for us.
Sean Lee, the son of Shenlei.
He's the new major antagonist seeking revenge.
His plan is to take over the world.
And the big reveal, Randy Henson is back.
He's Gabriella's father, now resurrected and cursed.
He looks exactly like Trey, which is chilling.
That sets up a huge internal personal conflict.
It connects back to the theme of ancestral shadows.
We can see why that will be an incredible journey.
It sounds like the stakes get even more personal, Keenan.
It's the ultimate generational battle for Trey.
It looks like the ultimate showdown is coming.
With ancient evil and futuristic totalitarianism.
We're now at the very end of that deep dive.
We must consider the cost for Trey.
That fight for a normal life is far from over.
That persistence is the heart of his heroism.
Keep exploring, keep questioning everything.
Been an honor having you. Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Definitely, I will be on that episode, of course, and yes, stay tuned for An Evil Thing 6, End of the Dark Company, and that one will conclude the Dark Company saga.
We would absolutely love to have you back.
That is fantastic news.
And thank you for clarifying that.
An Evil Thing 6 End of the Dark Company is the conclusion.
Concluding this entire Dark Company saga.
That's a huge series finale, really.
It sounds like the final battle for Trey.
The one where he faces Randy Henson?
And of course, Sean Lee's revenge plot.
We'll be sure to read that one closely.
It's been an honor having you here today.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
and sharing all your unique insights.
We truly appreciate your perspective.
Keep exploring, keep questioning everything.
And we look forward to the next deep dive.